mortgage lenders, AKA historic villains, right? There's this idea that as lenders, we are just waiting to pull the rug out from under you at the very last second, and we get some kind of joy from this. Well, I'm here to tell you that it's not true. My name is Saylor Brown, and today we're going to talk about how to spot if your lender is a villain, how to get out of it, and what you should be on the lookout for. So everybody loves a good villain story, so let's start with this. I will preface all this by saying we just closed with these buyers 1 week ago, and they were the happiest, most gracious, wonderful couple that I've had the privilege of working with. So they came to me because they were in communication with the lender, or should I say in lack of communication with the lender, that was making them feel like their goal of buying a home was impossible. They were telling them that they had very poor credit, that they were going to have to go through a process called manual underwriting, which is just very difficult and very company specific. And so they were just feeling beat down, and they had an accepted offer on a property. They're like, hey, you gave us the pre-approval, like now we found a home. So their agent asked me to take a second look. When I tell you that these people had great credit, money in the bank, good job, like there was nothing wrong with the loan. Now, of course, there were some complexities to it. They owned a couple properties, but that's just a part of the process, right? So why this lender was being a villain, that's the unknown. But what I do know is that you should never feel less than in your lending process. You should know that your mortgage lender is looking out for your best interest, that they care about you. So I'll stop with the story, but here's 3 things to look out for, kind of the most common things that I see when I'm rescuing a deal. Biggest red flag, villain alert, is that the person stops communicating. So you've been issued your pre-approval letter. Chances are with this type of process, maybe you haven't gone through the numbers, you don't really know, you have this pre-approval. And as you start to shop, when you have questions, when you're asking for updated letters, when your agent is asking for something, you're getting nothing from the lending side. First and foremost, stop where you are, get a second opinion. That is not how you want to move forward with this process. Because what's going to happen is they're going to get very excited when you have a contract and when you have a closing date, because that's what it means for them. But you want somebody who's advocating for you the whole time. So villain spotting number 1, if they're not communicating, get a second opinion, period. Number 2 comes to closing costs, right? So when I talk about numbers, I'm in my lender brain thinking monthly payment, closing costs, down payment, loan type. These are things that as a buyer, you should know. You should know a rough estimate of what your monthly payment is going to be in the price point that you're approved for. You should know if you're utilizing a first-time buyer loan, down payment assistance, how much money am I going to need, right? You should absolutely know these things. Now, will you be quizzed on the ins and outs and all of that? No. But if you don't, as you're shopping for a home, have an idea, okay, my payment's going to be $2,500 and I'm going to need $20,000. That is a red flag. Your lender is not looking out for you because they're not giving you a clear expectation of what to expect. Whether that's within your goals or outside of it is beyond the point. You should know what you're getting into. Now, the third and biggest red flag villain signal is that, let's say you have your home, you're under contract, you're closing, you're packed up, you're ready to go, closing is next week, lender asks for an extension. Now, just asking for an extension, that's not the most horrible thing, but an extension without an explanation is absolutely not okay. So, if you're getting a request for an extension truly that is beyond 3 days, you and your agent need to get very clear with the lender on why and how. Because if the lender is not doing their job, and I'm not saying that these people are evil people, get things done on time, this can go on for weeks and months. So be clear with your lender. That's the biggest thing of it. If you're working with someone, something doesn't feel right in your gut, they make you feel less than, maybe you feel like, oh, I don't want to bother them. Those are indicators, right? Listen to yourself. This is a big purchase. This is a huge life purchase. It's going to build your wealth. It's going to provide stability for your family. The person that you work with matters. You don't have to go through a crappy lending experience just because that's what's happened before, and you know, lenders, it's not it. I care. I appreciate you watching today. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon.